Alright, so in front of you, you see a USPS box, or at least a box with some USPS tape on it. Yeah, got something in the mail today. I was going to do an unboxing, and then I realized those are really stupid and gay, and no one cares to see me cut some tape on a box, and I don't want to be all patient and wait to open it myself. I want to open it now, as soon as I got it from the post office, so I'm not doing an unboxing. However, a lot of people that know me, or if you've watched any of my videos recently, you know that I am quite a Spyderco fan. They are my favorite knife manufacturer, and I've never owned a Delica, believe it or not. The original version of this, the Tenacious, it was my first Spyderco knife, which I think is pretty standard for a lot of people. That's kind of how I got into knife collecting, honestly. But I've never had a Delica. I have a whole bunch of Enduros, never a Delica, and never a Stretch. That'll probably have to be one of the next ones on my list, probably like a ZDP Stretch or something. So I finally remedied that. I've had a blue Enduro before, and now I have my first Delica. I already had a blue Enduro, so I knew that I liked the color. So it was kind of a no-brainer, for me at least, that was the color that I wanted to get, because that is quite an awesome blue. I can't really tell if it's showing up correct hue on camera, but
with summer travel officially underway,
brown I really like a lot, and you've probably seen that I have an orange Endura. I really like this a lot. I can't pick a favorite between these three. I think this one's still my favorite knife, but as far as color, I can't pick a favorite. I love all three of these colors a lot. I hate the purple. I hate purple anything. I've never liked purple. The gray looks pretty interesting. Green's my favorite color, but I just don't really care for the green that the FRN comes in. It's just not that great. So that's one of the items that was in that box. The other one is a first for me in quite a few levels. Just so, whatever, I'll just get it over with. I've never had any automatic knife. I've never had any out the front knife. Hint, hint. S35VN, never touched it. I've never owned a single Microtech until now. And I've had my eye on some sort of Microtech OTF for the past probably 2.5, maybe 3 years. So I finally pulled the trigger. Yep. I've wanted a tan camo or a green camo Combat Troodon for quite a while. And then this came out. This was just released on Blade HQ pretty recently. The day that I found it, really, it was the day that it was released. So I bought it. All bronze hardware. As you saw on the packaging over here, it's a Ultratech bayonet, tan camo, normal black handle, and then they put the tan stripes on it. All the hardware, the switch, the fasteners, the glass breaker, and the pocket clip are all bronze. And this is my first Microtech knife. This is my first out the front. This is my first auto in general. This is also my first double edge. Like you see in the background, that's a normal pocket knife, kind of single edge. That's what all my knives are. So I could not resist. I saw it. I was looking for some sort of collectible kind of collection edition kind of knife for the past probably about a week. I wanted to get a Microtech OTF. Didn't know what model. I've always liked the Ultratechs, the Combat Troodon, and the Makora 2 are all my favorites. But the price and the look of this one just killed me. I saw it and had to get it. It is ridiculous fast, and it weighs almost nothing. Just a size comparison, you see the handle's just a tiny bit bigger than the Delica handle, which everyone knows the Delica handle is pretty small. Then you look at overall length. The back of the handles are lined up. You could see tip of the Ultratech, tip of the Delica. Just as another size comparison, which a lot of people are familiar with, the back of the handles are lined up, and they are almost identical length. This is an Endura full flat grind, and this is Ultratech. The length is just about identical. So it's not a small knife by any means. It's not a big knife by any means either, but I just love it. I've been looking at Microtech out the front knives for, like I said, about 2 years now, and never could pull the trigger on spending that much money on one knife that I wasn't planning on using. That's kind of the killer for me. I don't plan on using this really. I will carry it, but I'll have something else in my pocket to cut something with. This is just going to be in my pocket to tinker with. Yeah, this is the first knife I've ever bought that I plan on babying. Every other knife I've ever bought was 100% user mentality. But that camo is just crazy looking. Looking at it from the side, it's all kind of subtle. Then you look at it down the side like this, and it's super aggressive, tiger stripe kind of idea. I just love it. The weight of looking at these and not buying one, and then finally spending all the money on a Microtech and owning one now. I've only been playing with it for about 2 hours maybe, and I am completely thrilled. This is the coolest knife that I have in quite a few ways. It is just so hot. And like I said with the rest of them, I bought this as a user. This is not something just to add to the collection. I've been carrying my orange Endura since I got it. You can see there's a couple scratches on the pocket clip, which every single one of these painted black pocket clips will get that. That one won't have any paint on it by the time it's ready to retire. Here's a better example. My brown Endura. This is the second pocket clip I've had on this one. I actually broke the first one right through the spider. Got a new one. I've had it on there for probably like 4 months, and that's what it looks like. I carry the crap out of this knife. I love this thing. It is significantly heavier than both of these. I would assume it's just because it's saber grind. The thickness of that blade is definitely heavier. You hold the saber grind Endura, and then you hold a flat grind Endura, it's a significant difference. You can feel it instantly. But that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. Finally got myself a Microtech. Now I can consider myself a knife collector. See ya.